everybody, it's PJ, and it's crazy out here today. There was so much snow. Well, my house got about 10 inches, but I hear where I'm going didn't get quite that much. But anyway, but my little windshield washer things, they're not working, so I'm scared because my car keeps getting like water on it that has salt, and like then I can't see well, so I've had to stop twice. And my window's frozen. Oh, it's trying. Almost. Come on, window, come on. Oh. And I can't like toss water out because that's what I would have done. So I'm gonna have to go to Pep Boys and get them to fill up my stuff. But until then, I'm staying in the right, all the way to the right on 95 because this is a little dicey. If I can't see, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Anyway, I want to do a money spell for you guys. That's next. I'm gonna do a money spell. This is just a daily vlog. I'm just talking. So I want to do a money spell for you guys next and get us some prosperity coming our way. And so I'm gonna do that this weekend. That'll be my Sunday video. Yeah, Sunday video. I need more followers. I want like people to follow me. Follow me. And yeah, so this, what did I do yesterday? Well, I was off from work yesterday, so I did my favorites video, which it's already on there. And I did forget like two things. One, the chocolate bar palette. I forgot to say that it smells like chocolate, but I'm sure, like, I'm so late to the game on the chocolate bar palette, Too Faced chocolate bar palette, that everybody knows but me. I was the last to know. And there was another thing I forgot to do. A food favorite, the halos. Have you ever eaten them? They're like these little, I wish I had one with me. They're like little mini tangerines. They don't have any seeds in them. They peel really easily. Oh my God, I'm addicted. And my son doesn't like tangerines. So yeah, I've been eating tangerines. They're so good. Unbelievably yummy. It's full moon. It's full moon. Full moon in Virgo. And that means you should go organize yourself. Yeah, because Virgo is all about organization, getting things right. Full moon's going to bring that up. So these are the clean out your closet days. These are your clean out your desk days, which is actually a good time to do a money spell. But then the moon starts to get smaller and smaller, you know, and that means that energy is diminishing rather than growing. So actually what I would do is, like, not on a new moon. New moons are when there's no moon in the sky. And a lot of people say, oh, that's when you're supposed to start things, but I have found it not to be true. Again, it's experience over, you know, the books. But what I notice is if I start something, I never know how it's going to turn out when I started on a new moon. What I like to do is wait until there is some degree of illumination in the moon, and then I start it, and then it'll grow with the moon. You see what I mean? But just a new moon with zero illumination, I hate that because I don't hate it. I'm a new moon baby. I was born on a new moon. But that means you never know what you're getting. Like, that's really what it means. You never know how things are going to turn out on a new moon. So I kind of stay away from that. I just like to, yeah, give it a little, have a little tiny bit of the moon there, and then allow a spell or whatnot to grow with that. Right now, the moon is not our friend for a money spell. So what I'm going to do is set you up. Like, I'll do a money spell. It really doesn't matter because the moon isn't the ruler of all spells. It's just helpful. Again, it's another tool. You know, we can use what's around us. We use the elements. Witches use all the elements: earth, air, fire, water. And they all have a direction. They all have like an astrology. They have 3 signs apiece. They have like all kinds of things that go into, like, earth is north, and it's the time of day is like midnight, I think. I don't have a book, but yeah, something like that. Anyway, I mean, you can look it up yourself, but it's fertile. It's, you know, earthy things are very fertile. Like, you're fertile. And you know what? The truth is, if you use your common sense on some of these things, like, the earth would be fertile, wouldn't it? Because every spring things bloom and blossom. The earth is very giving. It does things that, so what was I saying? Okay, the earth. So anything, when you're doing a spell that has to do with the earth and growing things and abundance and fertility would be earth, like all this stuff, then you kind of use your common sense. What are the elements that you would use for that? You know what I mean? Like what? Like obviously the earth would be something that's fertile. The earth would grow things. Okay, and then if you take fire, fire burns things, right? It destroys it. It takes things down to its core. It changes things chemically. So you would use all that in whatever spell you wanted to use that for. And then water, obviously water, you know, it's dreamlike, right? Water's dreamlike, and it's all about psychology, and it's all about the underworld, and it's all about, okay, and then, you know, air. Well, air, you know, air carries things on it. So it's about movement and moving things along or moving on, or, see what I mean? That's magic. Magic is like natural. So if you look at the natural things in life, in other words, the things you don't have control with, like freezing, the things that happen, it's going to happen anyway. You know, it's going to turn into spring, no matter what we want or think or whatever. And I can't even open this window. This is just too fun. Let me see what happens when I go here. Is it going to pick it up? Hold on, guys. Hold on. I have an easy pass, but it's on the floor. And my window's frozen. I can't open it. Hold on. Yay. Sorry. Have a good day. No. Puss face. Don't you love puss face people? I'm a happy person, like every day. Like I find something to be happy about. The only thing that really can make me unhappy is like toothaches or something bad happening to somebody I love, obviously. But like, it takes something to make me unhappy. I just think every day is spectacular, you know? Like, we get this time to be here and interact with other lovely beings like ourselves, and we get, you know, to see all the things we get to see. We get to experience whatever we want to experience, whether we want to listen to like wonderful yummy music, or whether we want to, you know, walk in the woods and listen to birds. It doesn't matter. It's all there for you. And even if you were like, even if I didn't have, let me make it me. Even if I didn't have arms and legs, even if I didn't have all the things that people take for granted, like their freedom or their motion or whatever it was, like as long as, you know, I can experience something, I'm happy. Like I have a happy moment. Like if I ever go into a coma, I told my kids, like, make sure every day you come in, turn on the TV, put it on science channel or something. Put it on something that just goes on all day. Put it on Bravo. I'll listen to all the housewives. Put it on, you know, put music on. Because I don't, you know, if I'm going to lay there, I want to experience something. And hopefully I can. And I'll tell you what, I'll tell you what, I used to work in a nursing home years and years ago. I am not meant to work in a nursing home, but just, I did it when I was a kid. I was like 21. I was actually not a kid, I was 21. I already had a child, but I felt like a kid. I still feel like a kid. Isn't that ridiculous? Anyway, I worked at this nursing home, which was really interesting, from 11 at night to 7 in the morning, with the funniest girl I ever met in my life. Her name was Pearl. She was so friggin' funny. I didn't stop laughing all day. But we would go around and, it was 11 at night, 7 in the morning. So we really didn't have to do, like, the same things the day people did. Like, feed people and stuff. It was 7 at night. Got them snacks. Anyway, we just took care of them while they slept. Made sure they were okay while they slept. So this one young kid, there was actually 2 young people that were in there, and one had very severe cerebral palsy, and he was like the happiest dude ever. And like, I used to sit in his room at night and like kick my feet up. I know, sorry. And we would like talk for hours. Like, he was so funny. He was just a regular good dude. But what was amazing to me was how happy he was. He was just happy. He just didn't, this is his life, and he was good with it, and there was no problem with that. So we could get beyond that, I hope that if anything ever happened to me, I would be like that. That I could just be like, okay, because it's really hard for me to stay miserable. Like, a little while after my boyfriend passed, which is going to be a year, March 27th, I was pretty heartbroken. Like, no joke. I had the hardest time. Just, I felt so gypped. I felt like somebody came and gypped time away that I should have had. And I had some unresolved thoughts that to this day hurt me a little bit. But you're always going to have that. And I heard something from, I don't know if it was Deepak Chopra or, what was that doc? I can't remember his name now. He's on, what's that, Sunday Soul thing? Oprah's Sunday Soul thing? Yeah. Well, he was on there. And he said something that was so, it like opened my eyes. And he said, when you grieve for somebody, you're grieving for your loss. But if you change that grief, and you have to go through it, but as you're going through it, remember that the faster you go through, is that as long as you are grieving him, the person you're grieving, in their old form, you can't have a relationship with them in their new form. I want to have a relationship with my boyfriend, even though he is transformed. He's somewhere else. He's doing other things. He is not necessarily with me, but I beckon to him. I try to call to him. I want to see him again. And so that's what I chose to do. I chose to just accept him for what he is now, and whatever that might mean. I mean, I don't have a choice but to accept him, but I choose to accept that myself, where I'm not so much grieving for the loss as I'm looking for the new relationship. My voice is going now. Lovely. But, so I have to get off here. Oh my God, I sound terrible. But I'm losing my voice today. How nice. Losing my voice. Yay. Anyway. I don't know why either. I think it's because I talked all day. But I love you. If you'd like to follow me down the rabbit hole that is my life, hit subscribe. I can't believe I have no voice right now. It keeps going in and out all day. You can make your life anything you want. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? You do not have to be sad. You do not have to be angry. You do not have to be resentful. You do not have to be jealous. That is a choice. So choose happiness. Choose gratefulness. Sit down and write down every day, what am I grateful for? What is the good things in my life? I bet you'll find a lot. I'm grateful for the silliest things. A kiss from my sweet doggies. Anything. Anything. Write it down. Remind yourself why you're good. And you'll be good. So, I love you guys. Go manifest something great in your life. Manifest it all. Whatever you want. Believe it, you got it. Alright?